morning. Columba sent me 4 sermons that were prepared, and they all spoke about what the leader or the speaker could teach you from a place of knowledge. So clearly I'm not doing any of those 4. Jim and I just traveled, and we talk about Lent as a time of preparation. And so I want to just share with you some stories of preparation and travel. So picture a family with 2 children. One's 8 and one's 12. Mom and dad are getting ready for a trip that they do every year. They go to the same place every year, and they rent the same house, and they arrive at the same time because that's when the Airbnb people say it's time to arrive. And so preparation for this trip generally begins with the mother of the house, let's just call her Jan, screaming at someone because they haven't done what they were supposed to do to get prepared for this trip that we were taking. So one of the children is now upset. The other child is now making the first child even more upset than they were by making fun of them because they were upset. So the father, let's just call him Jim, is out doing something very helpful, like maybe cleaning the trunk of the car, which would be helpful if it were the car that we were going to be traveling in, but it's not. So he's not really helping very much. So the mother is now running back and forth. She's irritated with everyone because they're all idiots. By the time we get in the car at the prescribed time, which was prescribed by the mother and the father are mad at each other. The children are mad at the mother. The father is mad at the children for being mad at the mother, but we are ready. We are going in this car, and we are going to have a fun family vacation. That's one version of getting ready. In hindsight, I will say that maybe it's possible that I might have missed a few moments of God's glory in that. I might have missed the joy in my children's faces. They got excited to go for the vacation. And I might have missed that my husband was wise enough to stay out of my way while I was getting ready for this vacation. So I wonder if sometimes when we're getting ready, we might miss those small moments of God's grace. Story number 2. We flew to Naples, and we were flying back on Wednesday night, which you might remember was a quite windy evening. And it was bumpy. It was a turbulent flight. And we're getting ready to land, and we're flying into Rochester, and someone's looking at the wind gusts, and it's 57 miles an hour, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness. So I don't know about you, but I've always thought that once you touch down, you're safe. Well, we come in for the landing, and we touch down, and Jim looks at me, and he says, oh, that wasn't bad. And with that, the engine accelerates, and we take off again. And I'm like, whoa, this is not good. So I look at the woman who's sitting in front of me who has turned off the airplane mode and is texting someone, and she says, oh my God. And I think, oh my God, wow. So a minute goes by, and the pilot comes on, and he says, we came in, and a gust blew us off course. And so we had to take off, and we're going to try again. That man was doing his job. He was just doing his job. He was prepared because he knew how to do that. He knew that he was going to, if he were to be blown off course, he knew what to do He was prepared in a totally different way than that crazy woman who was getting ready for the vacation. He was prepared because he had practiced. He was prepared because he knew what he was to do. So, how do they tie together? In Lent, we get ready. And I'm wondering if we shouldn't get ready by practicing, by doing our job as good Christians, by being kind and by being prepared to know what to do when the time comes that you're surprised. And just remember to seek the moments of God's grace. Amen.